Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to TightSpot's Lounge. Brand new episode this week. God damn it, finally. It feels like forever, Nick. Feels like forever that we've been away. We've been away these
These last 2 weeks did feel like they dragged.
These fine-ass fedoras have been missing in action, and we're here. We're here. I know we changed up our show last week for this week. We changed up we changed up what we were going to watch for this week's show due to the fact that Peacock wasn't accessible to Nakattack. So we decided to Nakattack was like, "Oh, you know what? Let's do this."
Seriously, like one of the worst streaming as far as free trials go because there is none. Like I get it with HBO Max, but like Peacock, come on,
Peacock,
have a free trial.
Give it to us for free. Give it to us for free. Damn it, we wanna watch your shit. But we are live on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube for this enthralling episode of TightSpot's Lounge, where we're going to be talking about Knuckles. We're going to talk about a lot of other stuff as well. What we have planned for the summer, which we already announced for. We are also gonna just talk about shit. Gonna talk about stuff. Gonna just ramble on a little bit too, because why not? Because this show was only 6 episodes long. And we have a dog walking around in the background, as you can see. Wally's like, "Hey, Daddy." Oh, she wants attention. She wants up. Look. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. It's
half-hour episode.
Yeah, 6 half-hour episodes, so 180 minutes. Right? Am I wrong? 30 times 6 is 180, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I know my math. But yeah, which we were originally gonna watch, Blood and Honey, Woody the Pooh, which I started watching, and I'm kind of glad that we didn't watch it because I don't know, I'm gonna tell you this.
Bad as everything you would expect.
I'm gonna be down to the point of both these things that I chose Blood and Honey. And after starting to watch it, and then watching Knuckles, it's like I didn't want to watch any of this stuff. Like I did. It was hyped up in my head that I want to watch these two things. And then I was like, when I started watching these, I'm like, Jesus Christ, this stuff sucks. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
there's nothing to apologize for.
But,
You're right.
Yeah, you're Muppet. My wife's there watching me. Oh, hey, calm the fuck down, Wally. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry I'm cursing, but damn, Wally just being a pain in the butt. Spartan fans in the chat.
Glad everyone's tuned in for our discussion on this PG-rated show with the...
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm cursing. But,
she gets wrapped around your cord.
Yeah, she got wrapped around my cord of my headset, and I was like, gosh, damn it, Wally, come on now. Lay down. So, we're here to talk about that. I want to tell you this. I feel bad for Idris Elba, and I also feel bad for Christopher Lloyd, being the fact that they're legends in their game of acting, and they had to go and do this. Let me start with the premise of episode 4 was like one of the worst rock operas of all time. Like, let's have Wade go back to the bowling alley and be Knuckles so he can find his power to... Like, what the hell? I know we're jumping ahead to episode 4, but I'm just saying, gosh damn. Like, it's just like...
I got a lot of thoughts on that one, but I'll wait till we get to them in order.
So, before we go any further with the episodes, let's talk about what we've been up to. I've been working. Wife's in Utah. She's hanging out in the chat. Not much else. I only have 2 big things this month, and that's about it. That's all I'm going to probably do. One which was a free show, and one was another thing that... What's our apartment name? You know what it is, Danya. Jeez. What? Oh my god. Alright. I don't know what, it's, no, not.
It hasn't been too different for me. Talk about what we've been up to. I've been working a lot. Things at my work are really starting to suck. There's like people are quitting left and right, and we hire people and then they quit like 2 days later, and then one guy who I'm the backup for, he just randomly doesn't show up, so I can't do my primary jobs because I gotta go back to shipping and make sure we get stuff out the door. And
Damn,
it's just I'm definitely just I'm definitely looking more for a new job than I was a month ago. So
you're definitely like Michael Scott, my friend. You are all over the place. Everyone who's on the,
and like we talked about beforehand, I'm itching very much to start doing a Gundam model kit again. I've been looking at some master grades.
yeah,
I haven't done a master grade. I've only done a high grade, so
that's pretty sick.
I got the itch. I wanna build a thing and pose it and make it look cool.
That's good. You got to make it look cool. Make it look cool. Yeah, I don't have the YouTube chat up. That's right. Why the YouTube thing's not working. Sorry, for anyone who's watching the YouTube. I totally forgot to put that over there. That's one thing I forgot to do. But yeah, life is crazy, and I've been saying this, and I've been watching everything, and I've been saying this that I really full-heartedly agree that this year in general for a lot of people, an overall census. All right, hold on, my food's here. God damn it, my wife ordered food. God damn it.
John's gone. I will talk a little bit about what Gundam model kits are in case someone doesn't know. So basically, they're from the anime Mobile Suit Gundam. And if you're not familiar with that, then you're probably just not familiar with anime in general, because that's just like, it's been around for almost 50 years now, I think since the mid-70s. And they got like hundreds of models of these cool looking robots. And they're all simple model kits to build. They are snapped together, you don't need glue. They come pre-colored, but a lot of people paint them and customize them anyway. I've done a few what are known as high-grade kits, which are like your standard. They're about...
God damn it, Danya.
10 inches tall, depending on the kit.
Sorry, I'm back. Danya, you ordered...
But I'm looking to do a master grade. I'm just going into Gundam while you're
okay.
doing your thing. So I'm looking to go into a master grade, which is the next level up, a lot more complex. They have like an exoskeleton that you got to build.
Mm-hmm.
But they're a lot more detailed, and you can do photos with them, and yeah, it's fun to do. I mean, it's a lot like, if you like Legos, I highly recommend trying a Gundam kit.
Yeah, I've seen people put Legos together. I know a lot of people actually stream a lot of the Lego stuff on the TikTok and on Twitch sometimes. I don't watch a lot of those Twitch streamers under the crafting and stuff. But babe, thank you for the orange juice and thank you for the cough drops. I'm perfectly fine. You should have never ordered that stuff. I have OJ at home. But Jesus Christ, thanks for looking out. I love you. Jeez, you're the best. All the way in Utah. Getting better. Yeah, so I hope you do well with those. That Gundam model. I think that's gonna be pretty sick. Something for you to put up in your man cave or your area where you want it to be. Wherever you're gonna put it, I don't know. But
yeah, I mean that's the only thing I kind of hate about these things is like you got to do something with it after it's built, and I don't want to like clutter my area with these things.
I know, like I wish I had like some of these boxes of stuff, of her stuff and my stuff out of the way, and then I can actually have a background. Like you can see all the stuff back there, like a lot of the medical stuff, and I gotta reorganize, but like I don't have time to do that because of life and stuff. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, we're gonna be working on that shortly. I'm gonna get rid of all the t-shirts I don't wear anymore. We're gonna work on that probably this weekend when I'm off, because I don't feel like doing anything when I get home. I feel like either just relaxing or sleeping. That's all I've been feeling like. That's why, like, when you let's talk about this. Nakattack has, I was at work and I got messages from Nakattack today, saying that he's been working out, and I'm like, gosh damn it, wish I could do that, because you're getting the best shape of your life, Nakattack. You really are. Walgreens. Well, okay. Go ahead and talk about your workout so I can go get this damn food that she just got for me. Jesus. Because she ordered Chinese. She ordered egg rolls. She ordered egg rolls and soup for me, but also then ordered Walgreens stuff, which I didn't think she was ordering because I didn't know she was ordering that kind of stuff as well. But let me go get this damn fucking Chinese food that she ordered for me because she cares about me so goddamn much. She makes sure I eat. And, Danya, I told you, the only thing you have to worry about is you getting better. I can take care of myself, even though I suck at it. All right? I'll be right back, Nakattack. I'm being truthful. Go ahead and talk about your workout regimen, and we'll be right back with more.
We will talk fitness.
Yeah. Hey, JJ, thanks for coming in. We're live on the TikTok.
My inner warrior routine.
Yeah, let me get the TikTok thing up here, too. Tickfinity to work. Jesus Christ. I'm so behind on things. But, yeah, go ahead and talk about your workout, and I'll be right back.
Okay, so well, John takes care of that real quick. So Fridays, I like to do a burpee routine. There's this guy on YouTube called Iron Wolf who inspired me to do this stuff. He does his workouts. He calls them Rep City, which I love. So I always aim to do at least 100 burpees, like real early Friday mornings, like 4 a.m. before I go to work. And it's a hell of a workout. And usually when I hit 100, every 50 reps, I'll stop and I'll do planks. So like at 50, I'll do a 1 minute plank, and then when I reach 100, I do a 2 minute plank, which is very brutal. 2 minutes is like at a minute 30, I'm like almost dying. My core is hurting so much, but it feels great when you finish it though. This morning I wound up doing 125. I could go for like a solid 200, but because of time restraints, I gotta shower and get ready and get my kids up for school and all that stuff. But yeah, it's good. I'd like to start adding running into my routine again too. I haven't been running for a long time. Like I'm still very much in shape. I exercise a lot, but I just haven't been running. So it's like I know if I started running again, like I wouldn't be huffing and puffing, but my legs would be killing me after like a mile and a half, just because my legs have atrophied a little bit from that strain. But yeah, it's just the weather's getting a little nicer, so I'm actually getting more tempted to do it. And I can usually get a good 20-minute run is about close to 3 miles for me. So I can get a good workout in a fairly short amount of time. And plus my town is full of hills. That makes the runs more fun for me because I always loved doing cross country when I was younger. And when you run up the top of a hill and you just feel such a sense of accomplishment. It's great.
That is always great.
I wonder what Chinese John got.
Well,
what Chinese did you get? Did your wife get you?
Hot, it's some kind of soup that I like. The hot sour soup or something.
Okay.
I have it right there. Well, you can't see it because you're not watching. Well, are you watching? You watching too, right? You have it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see it on the camera. I have it right here. And then she also got egg rolls. My egg rolls are out there in the kitchen, but I brought the soup in because I'm like, why not chomp down some soup while talking about Knuckles and how, like, I don't know. All right.
I don't know what options you have out there as far as the menus are the same as they are over here, but I've recently been turned on to the curry flavored stuff
Ooh.
at the Chinese restaurants here.
Nice. Curry's hot. And
Oh,
spicy.
it's so good. There's this place in New York. I forget what they're called. They're like Yummy Meal or something like that. And they
Okay.
got this one curry special that is just mwah. Oh, it's so good.
All
It's got
right.
like it's got like different fruits in it, so you get like a sweet flavor along with the more spicy stuff. It's really good.
Nice. We'll have to check that out down the line. But this is awesome.
I mean, you got all your food. Are we ready to?
Yeah, we're good. We're good to go.
Inner warrior.
Let's do it. Let's talk about our inner warrior, which we did last week with 1%. 2 weeks ago with 1% warrior. Jeez, this is like a theme. I think Nakattack likes to be a warrior or something. Jeez. I'm just kidding.
I know this series is new, but we're gonna go into spoilers. Not that there's anything major or revelatory in this series that you don't see coming from episode 1. But
Yeah, I mean, here's
if you don't want spoilers, then just be warned.
Yeah, just be warned that we are gonna bash the shit out of this show. Well, I am, in my opinion, because I was like, you know what? Like I said,
I think John actually hated it more than I did.
Yeah.
But I was going in expecting it to not be good, so I think my expectations kind of were surpassed.
Well, I thought because Idris Elba's back with turning of the roles, Knuckles, because we saw Knuckles in Sonic 2. But also, I felt having Christopher Lloyd there as a voice, like a voice actor, even though he's not really acting, he's just doing a voice of one of the guys. I thought it would be a lot better. I mean, his role was great. I mean, Christopher Lloyd did no wrong. I think this guy named Wade, like, the focus on him, of all people, even though we didn't have the dad of the group who was in Sonic. We only had Sonic and Tails for just a little bit of the show, which was like the first episode, correct? So
Yeah, the first half of the first episode, but I thought that was probably the worst of the whole series too.
well, the whole thing is, I thought, and I've been hating it since the movies. I hate that we're interacting these characters that didn't have interaction with human beings in a storyline that was brought to life for what reason?
Money. What do you mean? What
reason?
reason?
Yeah, it was brought.
Hollywood,
yeah,
baby.
in Hollywood, it's money, but to ruin a childhood look into things, because people that grew up with Sonic, people that loved Sonic, people that loved the storylines of the games are probably feeling cheated a little bit, because they're like, okay, we're making this like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles kind of thing, where yes, the Turtles interacted with human beings, but Sonic and Knuckles and Tails didn't. So let's bring them to life into the real world. Let's make something. Let's make this like a Hulk Hogan.
And that is a mistake that has been made so many times in the past. They've done it with the Dragon Ball movie, which I don't know if anybody remembers that, but holy shit, they did the same thing with that. They did it with He-Man in the '80s. Like they just decided to make that take place in our world. Like it never works with these fantasy settings.
Let's make this like the Hulk Hogan esque movie it is. Like, let's make them the warrior. Let's make this guy have like the whole thing wasn't even based about Knuckles. It was based about fucking Wade.
Yeah.
Like, really?
With John, with that. Hold on. Before you move on to just with your one point, like I just want to say, like it's been done in some of the Sonic animes and games before, where they are kind of in a human world, but it's not our human world.
Yeah.
So like even the human world in the games and the animes and stuff is still like a fantasy setting, whereas this one they try to cram it into our world and it just doesn't work.
I agree. Go ahead, talk more.
This isn't necessarily I can't fault Knuckles with this because this was the mistake that the Sonic movies started with. So they had a rotten foundation to build on.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Nakattack. I know you have more to say. I'm going to look something up real quick about Knuckles. Go ahead.
Well, that was just my point on that. But as far as the series goes, yeah, you're kind of right. By the end, it was turned out to be more of Wade's story than Knuckles, which was okay. I mean, I kind of understand why we had a human character go along, and he actually had a good arc, which Knuckles didn't, which kind of was disappointing because everyone's there to see Knuckles.
Yeah,
and he sort of changes focus to Wade Whipple.
Like the bad guy.
The crime is the villains.
The bad guy that was our main character, Dr. Robotnik's protege, was only in 3 episodes.
He was never mentioned before.
Yeah. He was never mentioned in the end of the movie of the second one. So this was just like, hey, let's toss something out the wall and see what sticks. And don't get me wrong, Rory.
Well, no, what happened was like, hey, we gotta have Knuckles fight Dr. Robotnik. I was like, oh wait, he can't. But I don't know. He has another guy that builds stuff. There.
Yeah, yeah, and then you have like Kid Cudi as an agent. Like, when was he in the movie? Was he in the movies at all? Was Kid Cudi in the movie as Agent Mason?
Well, I was gonna ask you. I've only seen Sonic 2. I haven't seen Sonic 1, and I have no idea what gun was. Like, was that the organization Dr. Robotnik worked for in the first film? Like, I was very confused by what this shadowy government organization was. And I thought they were gonna eventually like have some sort of teaser for Shadow for Sonic 3, but Shadow, there's like nothing there. That was kind of surprised. Like they didn't try to tie something into Sonic 3, but whatever.
Guardian Units of Nations. The Guardian Unit of Nations, who are also known as the Guardian Units of the Nation. What the fuck? That's so fucking dumb. How they wrote it.
I mean, that's probably in one of the games. I haven't played. Like after the 16-bit era, I really just haven't played a ton of the games because I didn't have a Dreamcast and all that shit.
They were okay. Their first
that were on PlayStation and Xbox kind of sucked. So
their first appearance was in Sonic Adventure 2. So in the second,
so there you go.
So in the second one, no, here, okay, so enemies were Bio Lizard, Black Arms, Black Doom, Eggman, Empire, Badniks, Dr. Eggman, Meteor Tech.
Talking about the game?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember any of that in the series here.
Allies were E123 Omega, Rogue the Bat, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog and his friends usually, and the United Federation President. So they kind of fucked it up, didn't they? Because if they were allies with Sonic...
Well, I'll tell you what they screwed up. Like, all of Knuckles' villains, the Gun Goons, and the Robotnik, the not Robotnik,
yeah,
like, they all should have been combined in one character. And it would have been a lot more streamlined.
Mm-hmm. Because in the first episode, it was just honestly, like they got their ass
The only villain that mattered in the show was Pistol Pete. And Pistol Pete actually had... a depth and was set up, and it was actually a good payoff to when he fell, as opposed to the not Robotnik. I don't even know the guy's name.
Yeah, Dr. Robotnik.
It was just like, we need special effect battle. Let's have special effects battle at the end.
Like, okay, so I fell asleep the last 2 episodes, so I didn't watch it. But like, I watched it today. I put it on, and I fell asleep to it because I'm like, okay, this is just like this musical sequence was just like, oh god, like what the hell. Oh shit. Yeah, so what else do you want to say? I mean, honestly,
just real quick, the main plot of this show is Knuckles is trying to get acclimated to our world. So Sonic and Tails suggest he needs to, I don't know, find something. So he decides he has a vision, and then he decides he must train Wade Whipple to become a warrior.
Yeah.
To carry on the Echidna lifestyle or whatever.
It was ridiculous. It was, I don't know. But also, hey Zeus, what's going on? How you doing?
Wade's in order to become a warrior, Wade must beat his father in bowling. Which, okay, whatever. I'll buy it. It works.
Okay, hold on. Is my internet crashing? Because nope, never mind. It's just TikTok being weird. Yeah, I don't know why they... I mean, I understand why they chose Wade, because I think Adam wanted this payday, because this payday was worth it for him. But, like, so, it was kind of make, like, think about this, and I'm nothing wrong against this, because I love Doug Funny, but think about this, if Doug Funny was a human being, he would be Adam Pally and Wade Whipple. Like, if they made him into a character, I think Adam Pally would play Doug in a live-action Doug movie. Would you see that?
You mean, like grown up Doug?
Yeah, grown up Doug. I'm just saying, because he just seems like he would be Doug Funny.
I'm surprised Nickelodeon hasn't tried to do that or something.
Well, they sold that to ABC and Disney. Like, I was going through Amazon, and Doug Funny is actually Doug is actually on Amazon. So you should show your kids Doug their Nakattack just for some like rewarding episodes of good cartoons from back in the day.
I'm sure they'd like it. I'm curious if that show would still hold up for me.
Maybe we should do that one as a little thing, like oh, does this cartoon hold up to us? That would be awesome. What else am I gonna say? Anything else you want to say about this? I mean, the live action, like the Knuckles character.
There's plenty I want to say.
Let's go. You go. Throw everything. I want to work off with you tonight, because our original plan fell through. Let's do it. I'll work off you tonight. You go ahead and tell me what you want to say, and I'll add to it. Go ahead. Come on. I know you're tired. I'm tired too a little bit because I got to work tonight, and it's gonna be a boring night. I bet. Like
Okay,
it's.
sure, so-
Excuse me. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I'll start with the villain problem. Like I mentioned earlier, like you got these government goons who are trying to steal Knuckles for somebody who we later find out is the Robotnik knockoff guy, even though it seems like he wasn't that at first. The way it was edited and kind of revealed was kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what really doesn't make sense is when we get to the end and he's in a giant mech that's already powered. I was like, why does he need Knuckles' power? He already has a mech that's destroying everything. What does he need the power for? He already has a mech that's powered.
Yeah.
So that like made no sense. And then, spoilers, he drains Knuckles' power, but Knuckles just comes back and beats him up because.
Yeah. Because.
I don't know.
And he gets his powers
But on
back.
the flip side, on the flip side, we had Pistol Pete, who was Wade's father, who left him as a kid, and, and that stuff was fine. Like that was actually a decent story arc. Like Wade grew as a character, Pistol Pete got defeated, and it was great.
What episode was that?
Even though Knuckles should have been the one to have that sort of character arc, but.
What episode was that, Nakattack? Was that
the only thing Knuckles learned at the end was to like music, I guess. That was like his arc. I don't know.
I like music. Yeah, because he's busting the radios every time the radios didn't do something right or something. But what episode is Pistol Pete in? Is that the last episode?
He's in episode 5 and 6.
Okay, so that's the last two I fell asleep on. I'm sorry. I feel like an asshole.
And he's played very well by Carrie Oles, who he was obviously having fun playing that part.
Dr. Gordon. That's
awesome.
I gotta go watch it then. I gotta go watch Pistol Pete. I'm sorry. I feel bad by falling asleep the last two episodes.
I do recommend it because the scenes with Carrie Oles are great. So I mean there is some fun to have at least with that stuff. But when it cuts back to giant mech guy fighting Knuckles, it's so stupid boring.
Well, like you said, they didn't feel like the heroes didn't feel like they were in trouble, and like the people that the evil guys that Knuckles was facing or whatever just felt like trash. Like it was just like, okay, let's take out the trash, you know, like kind of like it was.
Well, they needed
pointless.
some connection to Pistol Pete. Like the villains had to have some sort of connection with Pistol Pete to tie Wade and Knuckles' story together, but it never happened. Like even in the last episode, like Knuckles isn't even with Wade when he's bowling. He's just in the bar in the hotel, and then you just hear like a thumping, and he goes, "Well, that doesn't sound too good." And then it just cuts to him fighting the mech, and I'm like, okay.
Well, like in the beginning of the fourth
Speaking
episode,
of villains, I guess.
Go ahead.
And the one thing that I really hate about this show that really kills it for me is how cartoony the villains are in such a way that like they don't take the situation seriously. Like during the one fight scene when that the gun guy takes a call from his mom while he's holding Wade.
I'm like, really? Like that's ridiculous.
Okay, so for instance, let's compare and contrast to some other kids movies like Home Alone.
Yeah.
Like the robbers in that, like if they get a hold of Kevin, I'm afraid for Kevin's life.
Yeah. Yep.
Or take the Goonies. Like if the Patellis catch those kids, like they are gonna freaking murder them. Like there's real danger there.
Yep.
Whereas Knuckles, there's no real danger.
Yep.
Like everybody's joking around. We're pausing what we're doing so we can take calls from our mom.
Yeah, ridiculous. Like I'm like, well, really?
Like if none of the characters are gonna take the threatening situation seriously, then how am I as the viewer gonna take any of it seriously?
Yep. I agree. Mr. Who, how you doing? Thank you for joining us in the TikTok chat. Frank and Culture and everybody else coming in, thank you as well. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Like, think about if the guy who's catching the Pink Panther, I would feel dangerous about that. I would feel worried about the Pink Panther. If Shredder captured the Turtles, I kind of would feel worried about the Turtles. What else? I'm trying to think. What if the Monstars defeated the Looney Tunes? I would feel bad about the Looney Tunes too, because I think their antics would catch up to them, and the Monstars would beat the shit out of them. Let's talk about.
I'm not sure Looney Tunes is the best example because I'm kind of comparing this show to the villains to Looney Tunes. So.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know. It was just.
And the other thing I thought was kind of weird too, speaking of villains, was the guy who was the bounty hunter. Was it Jack Slater, whatever the heck his name is?
Yeah.
Did you catch the one line he gave when he whipped out the sword?
Yeah, I remember, but I can't remember it. I remember hearing it today. Like,
it was a weird Easter egg. He referred to them as Hattori Hanzo swords, which basically puts Knuckles in the world of Kill Bill. I thought that was so weird. Like, I had to rewind. I was like, did he just say Hattori Hanzo blades?
Yeah, I heard that. I remember him saying that. I was like, what the hell is this? Like, that reminds me. I think I still haven't watched it because I watched the first one. I think we need to do Kill Bill Volume 2 for our summer films. Or did you see it already?
I have, but it's been so long. I would definitely not mind checking out Kill Bill 2 to see how it ages with me.
Okay. But I do have one. I do have one big one for that that summer series that we're gonna do, and I think it's gonna win us over. Even though I've never I've heard only
what
good
is that
things.
Summer series, John? What are we referring to?
What is our summer series? Well, hey, here's the thing. You know how there's sequels of movies that are out there, right? Well, you know there's sequels, and then there's movies that are the beginning. So it's the first movie. So what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna take movies that we've never seen and only watch the sequel. We're going to take the sequels and we're going to tell you, is it worth it? By watching the sequel. And you know what? I'm going to drop my
sequels, baby.
I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to drop my bombshell right now because I think everybody wants to hear it. I think everybody wants to hear my bombshell of a movie I'm choosing. It's on Tubi. It's been getting good reviews. People love it. And we grew up with this animal. I'm choosing Paddington 2 as one of my sequels to watch.
Ooh. I actually heard that series is pretty good.
He's like, I hear that's pretty good. So that's my bombshell announcement. Paddington 2 we're gonna be watching here in the next couple weeks. So stay tuned for that, guys. On YouTube and Twitch and TikTok, and I'm loving that my stream is doing pretty well, like stream wise on all three. They're like it's not clipping, it's not stopping, it's going well. So that's cool. But yeah, so back to Knuckles real quick because we're gonna wrap this up here shortly because I want to eat this food and pass the fuck out and go to work. And Nakattack wants to go to bed because I know he's ready to go and he's a little tired. I can see it in his eyes. So I don't think there's anything else to say besides if you guys want to watch it and tell us your own thoughts of this series, please do let us know on the Twitch or the Blue Sky or any of the socials that you guys know. So sequel, Godfather 2, is it a better movie? Oh, TightSpot's wife says that in the Twitch chat. Well,
oh shit, you know what, John?
What?
Those movies have actually passed me by. I've never seen them.
Wow. All right, so we're gonna.
I just know all about them through osmosis, but that's just like a film series that just.
Yeah.
There's just so many movies out there.
I agree. I agree. I was gonna talk to you in private about that, but I think I haven't watched any of them either. I really haven't sat down and thoroughly enjoyed those Godfather movies. I've seen bits and pieces, flipping through the channels when they used to be on Spike or any of the other channels. So we could probably do that. If we can find a copy. And I was also thinking of one that was brought up in conversation at work this past week. Scream 2 was really good, I think.
Yeah, Scream 2 was better than Scream 1, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of would agree with that. I think so. But we'll talk about those later. Danya, thank you for coming in the chat and talking with us as she's rehabbing in Utah. By the way, guys, if you guys do want to donate to the GoFundMe to help us pay for medical bills, please do. Exclamation point GoFundMe in the chat. We'll give you the GoFundMe. But that's neither here nor there. We'll talk about that later if you guys want to talk about it off air. I think that's how it is. Yep, GoFundMe. There you go. The link is there. Nakattack donated. I appreciate Nakattack. I love you, my friend. We are moving forward with a lot of stuff. You there, bud? Hello? Oh, there you are. It was like you just you tipped the finger right, all that. But yeah, let's wrap this up with Knuckles because our summer is going to be great.
I got some positives then with.
Okay, go ahead.
Some positives then.
Go ahead. Shoot.
I absolutely love the title sequence with the animation going through the CD covers. I thought that was very fun.
On the heart of fire, baby. Yeah, the song. I mean, that was a positive of the fucking the series was the heart. Was it Heart? Is that a Heart song?
I don't remember who originally did that. I don't think it was Heart. Heart was a little more harder than that.
Yeah. I forget who it is. Edge. Is it Edge of Fire? Is it the song title?
Go with that. But with that said, the show does put that theme song into the story in a thematic way, so I kind of appreciate the effort with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I did get a few legit laughs throughout the series. Wade's sister in the final episode. There's a John. If you haven't seen it, there's actually a very funny scene where she's getting out of handcuffs, and that actually made me laugh out loud. That I was surprised how funny that was. There was also a scene in the first episode where Knuckles first meets Wade that had me laughing a good bit. And there's a couple of sprinkled things. I know John hated the rock opera episode, which is episode 4. It's kind of out of place, but I kind of liked how weird it was. And there's actually a pretty awesome giant puppet thing that looks like that Spawn villain.
It's Pat Smith. It's Pat Smith, the Warrior. Okay, sorry, I don't know why it was like it seemed like it was. All right, found it. But okay, so
Pat Smith's the Warrior is integrated well. So the story's a mess. I mean, it's obviously made for kids, but I think kids deserve better. And we talked about how Home Alone and the Goonies kind of do their villains right, and this one just totally dropped the ball with it. But yeah, any final thoughts, John? You got any positives you want to highlight?
Well, the puppet in the rock opera reminded me of Gengar from Pokemon a little bit, because the arms and the spikes and
it's sort of like Balrog too from Lord of the Rings. It just kind of had that with the big horn and the one up top.
Yeah, I didn't watch those either, and I don't think we want to watch.
I love the look of that thing though. I don't know. I don't know whose idea it was to put that in the middle of the show, but I kind of liked how weird and quirky it was, even though it didn't really. It was just kind of padding.
Yeah, I mean, but like how it looked cheap with the guys, like you could actually see the guys with the smoke and stuff. Like it was like.
I like that. I like that like, just that kind of added to the charm.
Oh, you did?
And I like when Wade was dressed like Knuckles and he had that puppet with the arms that he was controlling. I was laughing during that.
Okay, all right. So that was your couple your laughs there. I mean, who played the guy? Julian Barrett was the Jack Sinclair bounty hunter.
I've seen that guy before.
You have? Julian Barrett.
Yeah, he's like one of those character actors that just pops up every now and then. You're like, oh, it's that guy.
Oh, he was in the Mighty Boosh. Let's see what else he was in. He was in Little Crackers. Oh, he does the voice of Satan in Little Crackers, which was a show in 2010. He's the voice of Bob's Burgers. Nothing that I know of. Truth Seekers? He was in that? I don't know. Did you watch that show? He was in Killing Eve for one episode.
Maybe I haven't seen him. He just has that face. Or it's like I never
Yeah,
seen this guy before, but I haven't seen any of that stuff.
what I thought
I mean, other than Bob's Burgers, but
you know what who I thought he was? I thought he was Sewage Joe from Parks and Rec, but it wasn't because it just looked like him. But it was not him. I don't even know who played Sewage Joe. But yeah.
So you're getting that too. Like he just has that face. Like I've seen this guy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't have that face though. Neither do you, Nakattack. We're not memorable people, I guess. We should be though. But that's my thoughts. Maybe one day we'll be memorable. But everyone who's hanging out with us, thank you for hanging out with us. Nakattack, your final ratings of Knuckles, the TV series on Paramount Plus.
4 out of 5. I definitely wouldn't buy Paramount to watch it. It's not.
What was it?
Your kids will like it if you have them, but if you're a grown up, there's nothing to see here.
What was it? What was your rating? It skipped out on me.
2 out of 5.
Okay. Yep. I agree. 2 out of 5. Not something I would watch again, but I probably will have to go watch the last 2 episodes just to see Carrie Yules do his Pistol Pete. Our next movie is going to be chosen by Nakattack again, because I just didn't feel like finding anything. I was looking through Tubi, and nothing really caught my eye that thought maybe somebody would care to watch, somewhat. But yeah, I'll choose. Wait, our next one is going to be on the 17th, correct? So then we have the
whatever 2 weeks is, yeah.
The 17th, and then we have the 31st. So I'll choose the next one after that, Nakattack. I will in-depth look for the 31st, and then after that, our summer of awesomeness of sequels will begin on June 14th. Wow. So 14th.
You're watching is
28th.
said in the Twitch here is it's called Pinball, The Man Who Saved the Game. It's on Hoopla. It might be elsewhere, but I know it's on Hoopla. Okay. So if you got Hoopla, you can watch it for free.
Pinball. Oh, dirty. Thank you.
It says it's a comedy. So it looks like it's 90 minutes, which I love. So we'll give that one a go.
Pinball, The Man Who Saved the Game. All right. We will do that for sure. We will watch that, and it's on Hoopla, so I will have to watch it on my computer later on. So I wish there was like a TV app for Hoopla. Don't you?
There is.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Oh.
At least on I have a Google TV, so you can
Oh, I don't know if I have it with my Samsung. I will check. That's awesome though. I will have to check. If not, I will watch it on my phone. Oh no, wait! Didn't I watch? I watched it on my computer. I can watch it on my computer. It's still a great screen. So we're gonna raid out. We're gonna go watch our boys play some football with the NWO. Come join us. We'll be live in 2 weeks. I'll be live tomorrow afternoon, after morning when I come home from work, with some baseball or some other stuff. We'll see. And also we have Backlash tomorrow night. Backlash tomorrow afternoon, actually, because it's in France. So if you're on Peacock and you want to watch Backlash, we'll probably watch Backlash tomorrow. WWE Backlash, which is only 5 matches. But guys, thank you for tuning in. Hit Nakattack up on Nick.Kaler-Blue Sky or whatever. Or Nakattack84 on... Or, yeah, I don't know. And then hit me up on my socials. I don't know. Nakattack really doesn't do a lot of talking on socials, but he should. He's busy being a father to 3 kids and a husband to a wife that's working as well. Yo, Mike, we're about to leave. You're late. I love you. We're about to leave. We're going to NWO. Come with us. Thank you guys for tuning in. We love you all. I'm going to go eat my Chinese and pass the fuck out and then go to work. Nakattack is going to go enjoy his weekend, because he has a normal Monday to Friday schedule of work. But love you guys. Stay tuned for more. Go watch Pinball, The Man Who Saved the Game, which is on Hoopla. And we'll see you all later on. Deuces. Nakattack, that was great.